Vidyarthi and you are watching a YouTube channel that is Physics Friction of Mind. So friends, those who are viewing all the lectures and those who have not yet subscribed the channel, first of all, subscribe this channel so that you will get a personal notification for each and every lecture. Okay. So friends, in our previous lectures, we have seen the Biot-Savart law, its theoretical statement, mathematical form, and we have seen the applications of Biot and Savart law. Okay. So now in this lecture we have to deal with a new law and the name of that law is Ampere's law. Okay. अब Biot-Savart law हमने किसके लिए यूज़ किया था? जो भी कोई इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टर अपने अंदर से करंट फ्लो करता है उसकी वजह से जो अराउंड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड क्रिएट होती है वो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड का मैग्नीट्यूड निकालने के लिए वी यूज Biot and Savart law, right? Now what is the use of this Ampere's law? So Ampere's law is used for the same purpose, that is to determine the magnitude of magnetic field at any point around any electrical conductor. Okay, so we can say Biot-Savart law and Ampere's law shares the same purpose to determine the magnitude of magnetic field created by any current carrying conductor. Okay, so we can say that this Ampere's law is just the generalization of Biot's and Savart's law. पहले Biot and Savart ने अपना लॉ दिया जिसे हम Biot-Savart's law कहते हैं. उसके जो भी लैक्यूनास थे उसे ओवरकम करने के लिए एम्पियर्स ने उसको ही मॉडिफाई किया and this Ampere's law is nothing but the generalization of Biot's and Savart's law. Okay, now when we talk about the law, जहाँ law होता है वहाँ पे एक law का एक particular statement होता है, right? So now see the statement of Ampere's law. So the statement of Ampere's law is a line integral of magnetic field of induction B bar around any closed path in a free space is equals to absolute permeability of free space, which we denoted by mu naught and times total current flowing through that area and bounded by that path. Okay, so this is the statement of Ampere's law. Statement थोड़ा सा complicated है, but इसे ध्यान में रखने की भी एक trick है. I'll tell you the trick, but the very important is this statement of Ampere's law is not given in your new textbook of 12th standard. So this is the statement of Ampere's law, so you can note this statement. Okay, but the very important is the Ampere's law is used to determine the magnitude of magnetic field created by any current carrying conductor. Okay, and we can say what is the physical significance or simply significance of this Ampere's law. So it gives us the relationship between the current flowing through a conductor and magnetic field created by a conductor. So this is the significance of Ampere's law. It gives us the relationship between the current and magnetic field. Okay, so this is a simple statement. Now if we'll write this statement in a mathematical form, so see what will be the mathematical form of Ampere's law. Okay, see, a line integral of magnetic field of induction B bar, right? So integral is there, so integral is, this is the sign of integration. So line integral of magnetic field of induction B bar around any closed path in free space is equals to, so this is equals to absolute permeability of free space times, that means this mu naught times the total current flowing through the area and bounded by that path. So suppose I be the current flowing through the area and bounded by that path. So this is a simple mathematical form of Ampere's law. You know that here there are two vectors B bar and dl bar, right? And there is a dot product in between, we can say scalar product. And we know that if we have two vectors A bar and B bar and if there is a scalar product in between, how we write it? We write it as a AB cos of theta, right? So similarly, ये mathematical form, how can we write this? So this will become B bar dl bar. So this will become B dl cos of theta is equals to mu naught I. So these two are the mathematical form of Ampere's law. Okay. So now जनरली होता क्या है, हम स्टेटमेंट पे से मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म लिखते हैं, राइट? बट ये स्टेटमेंट थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है. इसके लिए हम क्या कर सकते हैं, वी कैन रिमेंबर दिस सिंपल मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म एंड वी कैन रिलेट दिस मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म टू राइट द स्टेटमेंट. So now how we can write the statement by using mathematical form. see, this is line integral. Okay, so a line integral of magnetic field of induction B bar around any closed path in free space means dl bar is equals to mu naught times means absolute permeability of free space times total current flowing through that area and bounded by that path. So this is the simple statement of Ampere's law. Okay, so Ampere's law, its statement and its mathematical form. Okay, but we know that whenever we deal with any kind of law का जो हम स्टेटमेंट मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म देखते हैं उसे कैसे अप्लाई करना ये देखते हैं, और एट द एंड कोई भी लॉ के हम क्या स्टडी करते हैं, एप्लीकेशंस. अब ये लॉ का पर्पस हमें पता है, वी यूज दिस लॉ टू डिटरमाइन द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड क्रिएटेड बाय करंट कैरिंग कंडक्टर, राइट. सो इसके जब हम एप्लीकेशंस देखेंगे एम्पियर्स लॉ के, तो हम क्या करेंगे, हम इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टर्स लेंगे ऑफ डिफरेंट डिफरेंट शेप, उसमें से करंट फ्लो होगा जिसकी वजह से मैग्नेटिक फील्ड क्रिएट होगी, और वो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड डिटरमिन करने के लिए हम क्या यूज करेंगे, एम्पियर्स लॉ. ओके, बट whenever we apply any law as a application you need to follow some rules. बायोट-सावर्ट लॉ जब हमने यूज किया था तब भी हमने एक स्ट्रैटेजी फॉलो की थी कि एंटायर कंडक्टर ना कंसिडर करते हुए हमने स्मॉल एलिमेंट कंसिडर किया था डीएल बार. उस स्मॉल एलिमेंट के लिए हमने मैग्नेटिक फील्ड निकाली थी डीबी बार, एंड इस मैग्नेटिक फील्ड को हमने इंटीग्रेट किया था टू गेट द नेट मैग्नेटिक फील्ड क्रिएटेड बाय एंटायर करंट कैरिंग कंडक्टर, राइट. सो similarly, in order to apply the Ampere's law, you need to follow certain rules. Now, which are those rules? See. So, let's see the rules which is to be followed while applying this Ampere's law. First of all, you want a conductor through which a current is flowing so that it will create the magnetic field around it, right? So, suppose you have a straight conductor like this. Simplicity के लिए हम consider करेंगे that we have a straight conductor and let this I be a current flowing through this conductor in vertically upward direction. अब ये current carrying conductor क्या करेगा, अपने अराउंड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड क्रिएट करेगा, और वो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड हमें डिटरमिन करनी है बाय यूजिंग नाउ विच लॉ, एम्पियर्स लॉ. ओके, सो you took a electrical conductor through which the current is flowing. So the first rule you have to follow while using Ampere's law is you have to consider one closed imaginary loop. You have to consider one closed imaginary loop around your electrical conductor. So this is your electrical conductor. So you have to consider one closed imaginary loop around this conductor irrespective of shape. Your closed loop may have any shape. It depends upon the symmetry of your conductor. Okay? Of any shape. Your imaginary loop may have any shape, and this closed imaginary loop is called as Amperian loop as it is given by the scientist Ampere. So this is called as an Amperian loop. This is the first rule you have to follow. जो भी इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टर आप लोगे उसके अराउंड आपको एक क्लोज इमेजिनरी लूप कंसिडर करना है जिसे एम्पेरियन लूप कहते हैं, और इस एम्पेरियन लूप का शेप कोई भी हो सकता है. इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द सिमेट्री ऑफ योर कंडक्टर. सो फॉर दिस स्ट्रेट कंडक्टर, दिस इनफाइनाइट स्ट्रेट कंडक्टर, वी विल कंसिडर द क्लोज इमेजिनरी लूप इन टर्म्स ऑफ circle like this. So we have considered one closed imaginary loop around this conductor in terms of circle. Okay, so this is your closed imaginary loop which is called as an Amperian loop. Now next rule you have to follow is, now you have to consider that this closed Amperian loop is made up of a large number of small elements. What you have to consider? Your Amperian loop is consist of, you can say, or made up of, consist of small elements, each of length, और उस हर स्मॉल एलिमेंट की लेंथ होगी dl bar, same as that of a Biot's and Savart's law. It's a circular loop. Just consider that the entire length of this circular loop is small l. अगर entire circular Amperian loop की length small l है तो ये लूप तो हमारे रूल्स के अकॉर्डिंग स्मॉल स्मॉल एलिमेंट से बना है. सो एंटायर लूप की लेंथ अगर स्मॉल एल होगी, सो स्मॉल सेगमेंट की लेंथ क्या हो जाएगी, डी एल. ओके, सो दिस इज द लेंथ ऑफ स्मॉल एलिमेंट, each small element of that Amperian loop. But you can see dl के ऊपर arrow है which clearly indicates that this small element, length of this small element dl is a vector quantity, right? So you need to decide the direction of dl bar. So जिस डायरेक्शन में आप एम्पेरियन लूप ट्रेस करोगे, same will be the direction of dl bar. Now see here, I have traced my Amperian loop like this. It is anti-clockwise direction, so same will be the direction of dl bar. Means I can say this is entire Amperian loop which is made up of a large number of such small elements. Each element is having a length dl bar, right? So I'll consider this element having length dl. So this is the magnitude of dl, but what about direction, as it's a vector? So the direction of dl bar is same as that of direction of tracing of loop. So this is the direction of tracing of loop and same is the direction of dl bar. Very important. Okay, next you can see the formula. dl bar देख चुके हम. Now b bar. What is b bar? It's a magnitude of magnetic field. और b bar जब हम बोलते हैं, so it's just a simply magnetic field created by this current carrying conductor. So अब ये भी वेक्टर है. So what about the direction of magnetic field? Now you know that the direction of magnetic field created by any conductor is given by right hand thumb rule. और रूल हमें पता है कि करंट अगर वर्टिकली अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में फ्लो हो रहा होगा, so curl finger gives the direction of magnetic field. Now for the upward direction of current, this curl finger is anti-clockwise, which gives us the direction of magnetic field. So then you need to determine the direction of b bar by which rule? Right hand thumb rule. So this is the third rule you need to follow while using Ampere's law. Okay, so you can see the formula. You have two vectors b bar and dl bar. So now we have both the vectors. We have decided the direction of both the vectors b bar and dl bar. Now you can see there is a dot product or scalar product in between. So in the first step, what you have to do? You have to, so according to right hand thumb rule, this is the direction of b bar, which is anti-clockwise. Then as there is a scalar product, you need to take a scalar product of b bar and dl bar. Okay, अब ये इस स्मॉल सेगमेंट के लिए स्केलर प्रोडक्ट हमने लिया. अब दूसरा स्मॉल सेगमेंट कंसिडर करते हैं जिसकी लेंथ है फिर से dl बार. फिर से हम इसकी dl की और b की डायरेक्शन डिसाइड करेंगे. फिर से हम इस dl का b के साथ डॉट प्रोडक्ट लेंगे. फिर से थर्ड सेगमेंट के लिए लेंगे. फिर से फोर्थ एंड सो ऑन. लाइक so we will have a number of dot products of b bar and dl bar, right? Then you have to add all those dot products to get the net magnetic field created by this current carrying conductor. And as in Ampere's law, we imagine that this conductor, any electrical conductor that we will take, has a high degree of symmetry. And as it possesses the high degree of symmetry, because of a symmetry, instead of doing addition, you can simply integrate it like this. So you will get this term, and this is nothing but the mu 0 times total current flowing through that conductor. So this is simple about Ampere's law, its statement, its mathematical form. और mathematical form में जो हर एक टर्म हमने यूज किए उन सब का सिंप्लीफिकेशन इस रूल्स में दिया है, इस रूल में दिया है. ठीक है. सो एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू एम्पियर्स लॉ का स्टेटमेंट और मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म इंपॉर्टेंट है. अप्लीकेशंस भी पूछे जा सकते हैं, राइट? बट अप्लीकेशंस स्टडी करने के पहले हमें हाउ टू यूज द एम्पियर्स लॉ, व्हाट रूल शुड बी फॉलोड व्हाइल यूजिंग एम्पियर्स लॉ, ये पता होना जरूरी है. सो दीज आर द रूल्स दैट यू नीड टू फॉलो व्हाइल यूजिंग एम्पियर्स लॉ. ओके, एग्जाम में स्टेटमेंट मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म पूछा जाएगा. नोबडी विल आस्क योर रूल्स. ओके, but in order to study the applications, you need to follow these rules. अगर ये रूल्स पता नहीं होंगे तो आप एम्पियर्स लॉ अप्लाई नहीं कर पाओगे, और अगर आप लॉ अप्लाई नहीं कर पाओगे तो आप एप्लीकेशन स्टडी नहीं कर पाओगे. सो जस्ट रिमेंबर दिस लॉस. ओके, So this is all about Ampere's law. So friends, right now we have seen the Ampere's law. Now we have to prove the Ampere's law. हमें Ampere's law prove करना है means what? जो mathematical statement हमने लिखा line integral of b bar dot of dl bar equals to mu 0 I. So you have to prove that this left hand side is equals to right hand side. So you have to prove the Ampere's law. That means you have to prove this mathematical form of Ampere's law. Okay. So while proving Ampere's law, now you have to follow all the rules and regulations that we have discussed right now. Okay. So first of all, we want one electrical conductor. So again, for the simplicity, we have considered a straight electrical conductor through which a current is flowing in a vertically upward direction. Okay. So what we have done, consider an infinite long straight conductor, okay, and let I with the current flowing through that conductor. Okay, so now what you have to do in your first rule, you need to consider one closed Amperian loop which is imaginary, okay, around this electrical conductor. So again we have considered for this symmetry of your electrical conductor, we have considered a closed imaginary Amperian loop in terms of a circular loop like this, and we have suppose we have traced this loop like this in an anti-clockwise sense. Okay, next what we do in the next rule, what we do, we take a small element. We imagine that this Amperian loop is made up of a large number of small elements. Then what we do, we take a small element of that Amperian loop having a length dl, right? But you know that dl is a vector. So as it's a vector, you have to decide the direction of this small element dl. So I have told you, whatever is the direction of tracing of your Amperian loop, same is the direction of this length element dl bar. Now you have traced this loop in anti-clockwise direction. So obviously this will be the direction of dl bar in a anti-clockwise direction. Then what you do, this electrical conductor will create a magnetic field around it, and direction of magnetic field created by this conductor is determined by using right hand thumb rule. Okay, so now check the direction of current. Your thumb gives the direction of current. Now you have to grab your conductor such that this outstretched thumb gives the direction of current which is in a vertically upward direction. So this curl finger will give you the direction of magnetic field, right? So for this outstretched thumb, now just observe the direction of this curl finger. It is anti-clockwise. और एक जो पेयर है हमने पहले ही लिख चुके थे, that if the current is flowing in a vertically upward direction, magnetic field will be anti-clockwise, and if the current is downward, magnetic field will be clockwise. Okay, so for this vertically upward direction of current, what will be the direction of your magnetic field? It will be anti-clockwise. So like this. So this is the direction of dl bar, this is the direction of b bar. Okay, now proceeding ahead, you have to prove the Ampere's law, right? As you have to prove the Ampere's law, so we will take a left hand side and then we will prove this right hand side. Okay, so we can say let it be equation number 1. Okay, so equation 1 implies, what is that? Close integral of b bar dot of dl bar equals to, what we can write? Close integral of, ये तो हमें proof करना है, so we can't take it in our proof. Okay, so we have taken a left hand side, and as there is a two vectors and there is a dot product between these two vectors, so we can write it as a b dl cos of theta, right? So let it be equation number 1. अब ये थीटा क्या होता है? This theta is the angle between two vectors. So we have two vectors b bar and dl bar. So theta is angle between two vectors b bar and dl bar. Okay, and we have already decided the direction of b bar and dl bar by using the rules that you have to follow while using Ampere's law. Okay, so from figure हमने b bar और dl bar की direction decide कर चुके हैं. So now see the direction of dl bar. This is anti-clockwise and again see the direction of B bar, it is also anti-clockwise. That means both the vectors B bar and DL bar are sharing the same directions. That means I can say both vectors B bar and DL bar are parallel to each other, and if the two vectors are parallel then उनके बीच का जो angle है this theta, ये कितना हो जाएगा 0 डिग्री. So from figure vector B bar and DL bar are parallel, and as they are parallel, that is we can say angle between them theta equals to how much 0 degree, right? And cos theta is there, so cos theta, but theta की वैल्यू कितनी है 0. So if I put the value of theta as 0, then it will be cos 0, and the value of cos 0 is 1. You know this. So if we put the value of this cos theta equals to 1 in equation 1, so equation 1 हो जाएगा close integral of B bar dot of DL bar equals to close integral of simply B into DL, because the value of cos theta is equals to 1 according to figure. So let it be next equation number 2. Now if you can remember, हमने बायोट एंड सैवर्ट का जो पहला एप्लीकेशन देखा था, इट वाज फॉर द इनफाइनाइटली लॉन्ग स्ट्रेट कंडक्टर, राइट? अब कंडक्टर चेंज नहीं हुआ है, सिर्फ हमने लॉ चेंज किया. वहाँ पे हमने बायोट सैवर्ट लॉ पढ़ा था, यहाँ पे हम एम्पियर्स लॉ पढ़ रहे हैं, बट दोनों लॉ का पर्पस तो सेम है. दोनों लॉ क्या करते हैं? इट डिटरमाइंस द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. अब आप बायोट सैवर्ट लॉ से निकालो या एम्पियर्स लॉ से निकालो, कंडक्टर तो हमारा इनफाइनाइटली लॉन्ग स्ट्रेट कंडक्टर ही है. ओके, सपोज हम कंसिडर करते हैं कि मैग्नीट्यूड भी, करंट का जो मैग्नीट्यूड है वो भी सेम है. सो अभी क्या होगा, इसके वजह से जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड क्रिएट होगी वो हमने बायोट एंड सैवर्ट लॉ से प्रूफ किया है, राइट? एंड हाउ मच? सो वी कैन से अकॉर्डिंग टू बायोट सैवर्ट लॉ, magnitude of magnetic field due to what? This is your infinitely long straight conductor is given by. अगर आपको याद नहीं हो आ रहा होगा, so just check the video of first application of Biot and Savart law. In that we have proved, or we have determined the magnitude of magnetic field created by this infinitely long straight conductor. And what was that value? It was B equals to mu naught I upon 2 pi r, right? So let it be next equation number 3. ये फॉर्मूला हमने प्रूफ किया है by using the first application of Biot and Savart law. Okay, कंडक्टर सेम है, so जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड का मैग्नीट्यूड है वो चेंज नहीं होगा. सो फॉर दिस केस, फॉर द सेम कंडक्टर, you will have the same value of magnitude of magnetic field. Okay, now again from figure you can see here, this is your small element dl bar, right? Now if I join this, then you can say for this closed circular Ampérian loop, this will become the radius of your circular Ampérian loop. And you can see here this small element dl bar is subtaining certain angle theta here, right? So as the element is very small, the length of element is very small, so ये element center में जो angle subtend करेगा वो भी बहुत छोटा रहेगा. अब in general हम angle theta से denote करते हैं, but for a small angle, so let it be denoted by d theta. So this is the small angle d theta subtended by this arc length or small element dl bar at the center of this closed Ampérian loop. But again I recall, this is just the imaginary loop. Okay, so now, and you know the definition of plane angle, previous derivation में भी हम देख चुके हैं. If we consider this the d theta as a plane angle, which is nothing but the angle subtended by this arc length at the center of the circle. So what is the definition of plane angle? Plane angle is equals to what? Arc length upon radius. Now for this angle d theta, what will be the arc length? It will be simply dl. And what will be the radius? So r is a radius. So this is the value of d theta. Okay. So d theta equals to dl upon r. इस पे से dl कितना हो जाएगा? dl will be equals to r into d theta. So let it be next equation number 4. So this way we have determined the value of b by using Biot-Savart law, and we have determined the value of dl by using the definition of your plane angle and this figure. Okay. Now see equation number 2. हमें लॉ प्रूफ करना है, मतलब हमें ये LHS लिया है हमने, हमें ये प्रूफ करना है अल्टीमेटली, राइट. सो यू सी इक्वेशन नंबर 2, राइट हैंड साइड में B और DL है. अब B और DL की वैल्यूज हम निकाल चुके हैं. जस्ट सब्स्टिट्यूट दिस टू वैल्यूज इन इक्वेशन नंबर 2. सो वी कैन से by using which equations, this and this, 3 and 4. So by using this equation for B and DL, equation 2 will become, so equation 2 implies, just substitute the values. So this is closed integral of B bar dot of DL bar equals to integration of B, but the value of B is how much? This is mu naught r upon 2 pi r, and the value of DL is how much? This is r into d theta. So this is r into d theta. बट यहाँ पे क्लोज इंटीग्रल है. ये क्लोज इंटीग्रल क्या इमेजिन करता है? दिस इंडिकेट्स दिस क्लोज्ड इमेजिनरी एम्पेरियन लूप. यू हैव टू कंसिडर, आप कोई भी शेप का एम्पेरियन लूप लो बट वो क्लोज होना चाहिए. द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट क्लोज is indicated by this symbol. That integral is there, but you have to consider the closed integral. Okay. So here, for this imaginary amperian loop, if you suppose start from this point, अब जब आप यही पॉइंट पे रहोगे, सो ये जो एंगल सबटेंड हुआ है वो कितना रहेगा? 0, राइट. अब सपोज यहाँ से आपने एक पूरा एम्पेरियन लूप ट्रेस किया एंड अगेन यू कम बैक टू द सेम दिस पॉइंट. जब आप एक पूरा क्लोज सर्कुलर एम्पेरियन लूप ट्रेस करके फिर से सेम पॉइंट पे आओगे तो ये टोटल एंगल कितना सबटेंड होगा, राइट? हाउ मच? इट विल बी 360 डिग्री, बिकॉज वी नो दैट द एंगल एंटायर एंगल सबटेंडेड इन दिस एंटायर सर्कुलर लूप इज हाउ मच? 360 डिग्री, राइट? सो फॉर आवर इमेजिनरी एम्पेरियन लूप वी हैव द लिमिट्स ऑफ एंगल राइट फ्रॉम 0 टू हाउ मच? 360 डिग्री. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस क्लोज्ड एम्पेरियन लूप. जहाँ से स्टार्ट करोगे वहाँ पे एंगल जो सबटेंड होगा वो 0 रहेगा. ये ऐसा लूप ट्रेस करके फिर से वहाँ पे आओगे तो टोटल एंगल कितना सबटेंड होगा? 360 डिग्री. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस क्लोज एम्पेरियन लूप. सो नाउ योर लिमिट्स ऑफ इंटीग्रेशंस आर फ्रॉम where to where? This is from 0 to 360 degree, and you can write 360 degree as 2 pi radian. So this is the limit of your angle theta. It is from 0 to 2 pi radian. So this is 0 to 2 pi radian. Okay. So now in order to prove this, you have to solve this simple integration by using your mathematical steps. So now see, हमें हमारा अल्टीमेट एम जो है ये प्रूव करना है, म्यू नॉट आई. सो लेट्स सी दिस. सो कंटिन्यूइंग, वी कैन से क्लोज इंटीग्रल ऑफ b bar dot of dl bar equals to, now this r and this r will get cancel, and इंटीग्रेशन में जो भी कांस्टेंट होता है वो हम बाहर लेते हैं. now mu naught upon 2 pi कांस्टेंट है, just take out of integration. I is the current flowing through a conductor, it will be constant, just take it out, because when considering Ampere's law, when using Ampere's law, we imagine that the steady current is flowing through a conductor. Current steady means what? The value of current doesn't changes with respect to time. That is called as a steady current. That means I is also constant. So just take this mu naught I upon 2 pi out of integration. So this will be mu naught I upon 2 pi, and your integration is 0 to 2 pi, and in integration you have simply d theta. Okay. So now close integral of b bar dot of dl bar equals to mu naught I upon 2 pi. If we solve the integration d theta, it will be simply theta, and the limits of integration are from 0 to 2 pi. So this is closed integral of b bar dot of dl bar equals to this mu naught I upon 2 pi as it is. While solving we have solved the integration. Now just put the limit, upper limit minus lower limit. The upper limit is theta minus lower limit is 0. Now 2 pi minus 0 will be simply 2 pi, right? So this 2 pi and this 2 pi will now get cancelled. So finally you will get close integral of b bar dot of dl bar equals to, as this is getting cancelled, so this is simply mu naught I. So let it be next equation number 2. Okay. So see, it's equation number 5. So see, we have to prove the Ampere's law, right? That was our ultimate aim. So we have started our derivation or proof with LHS. So हमने LHS लिया और through the steps we have proved ultimately that this LHS is equals to mu naught I, and your mu naught I is nothing but the RHS, that is right hand side of your Ampere's law. So this way we have proved the Ampere's law. So this is the simple proof of Ampere's law. अब होता क्या है, जनरली हम लॉ यूज करके मैग्नेटिक फील्ड डिटरमाइन करते हैं. दैट इज द पर्पस ऑफ लॉ, राइट? अब बायोट-सैवर्ट लॉ और एम्पियर्स लॉ का पर्पस सेम है. सो ये जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड आपने बायोट-सैवर्ट लॉ से निकाली, सेम फॉर्मूला आप एम्पियर्स लॉ से प्रूव कर सकते हो. बट हमने यहाँ उल्टा किया. हमने क्या किया, हमें लॉ प्रूव करना था, इसलिए हमने डिराइव किया हुआ फॉर्मूला यूज किया एज अ टूल, एंड हमने क्या किया, लॉ वेरीफाई किया. एक्चुअली होता क्या है, हम लॉ का मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म यूज करके फॉर्मूला डिराइव करते हैं, बट वी हैव टेकन द डिराइव्ड फॉर्मूला एज अ टूल एंड वी हैव प्रूव्ड द एम्पियर्स लॉ. ओके, लाइक वी डू द हम कोरोलरी यूज करते हैं मैथ्स में इन द सेम वे. ओके, सो दिस इज अबाउट द एम्पियर्स लॉ. इट्स थ्योरेटिकल स्टेटमेंट, इट्स मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म, रूल्स टू बी फॉलोड, एंड दिस इज द सिंपल प्रूफ. एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू स्टेटमेंट और फॉर्म इंपॉर्टेंट है. Nobody will ask you the rules, but in order to use the application, you need to follow all the rules. यहाँ पे भी हमने rules follow नहीं किए. अगर हम rules follow नहीं करते तो हम b बार और dl बार की direction ही decide नहीं कर पाते, और direction decide नहीं कर पाते तो ये जो आगे का derivation है वो हम solve नहीं कर पाते. So rules are also important. Okay. So this is all about the Ampere's law. Now in the next lecture we will see the applications of Ampere's law. Okay. For any electrical conductor like solenoid, like toroid. Okay, so do this. Until then, stay studious, stay curious. Thank you.